Hey everybody. Since launching Enablematch, I've been having conversations with enablement folks from truly all over the world, and it's been great. But I have noticed a certain trend that I wanted to talk about today. When I'm talking to people about the programs that they've rolled out, I'm hearing a lot of activities, but not a lot of business impact. And that's a problem. You're not getting credit for your work. And so what I want to do here today is propose a three-part framework to talk about the programs you've rolled out. So first part is describe the business problem that you're trying to solve. If you don't have a business problem, you shouldn't be rolling out a program. So you talk about it qualitatively and quantitatively. Part two is describe the program. How did you do it? What are the best practices you use, and what did you do to make it successful? And then finally, what was the business impact of that program on those metrics? So it's a nice arc to how you tell the story. And so it might sound something like this. So over the past 2 quarters, we had all new sales managers come in there, and our win rates plummeted from around 62% down to about 24%. And it was a big problem for the CRO because he was missing the number by a mile. No one was making their numbers. And so what I did was I basically went back and got our old sales methodology that these folks were never trained on because they're recent hires, and I dusted it off, and I made this the framework by which we looked at all of our deals. So I took them all, we all met for 2 days, and we went through the methodology in detail. And specifically, they all brought a deal to the table. And we all talked about the deal with that framework. And we all got to give feedback to each other, and we got really, really deep on that framework. And then they all went back to their teams, and that was how they did their deal reviews every Monday with every rep on every deal. And as a result, they immediately took a lot of stuff out of their pipeline because it was not qualified. But more importantly, the stuff that was in their pipeline, they were finding their blind spots earlier. They were seeing things they didn't quite get. They had to go back and get from the prospect. And it was amazing that their win rates shot up to north of 50% within the first 6 weeks. It was a dramatic turnaround for how they sold. And now this is the DNA of how our company sells. So that's a nice arc to the story. And you as an enablement professional should have 4 or 5 of those on the tip of your tongue at any given time. This is the currency of enablement. And if you don't have the stories, you don't have the currency. So if you rolled out programs in the past and you didn't approach it this way, don't try and fake it when you tell the stories. Like, it won't be genuine, no one will believe you. But start thinking about it this way. This is how you make programs successful and how you get credit for your work. Good luck out there, everybody.